If your business can't run 14 days without you, it's not a time problem. It's a decision rights problem. And most founders try to delegate tasks, but they keep the decisions. So the team waits, deals wait, customers wait, and your phone becomes the control room. Now this video installs the decision rights ladder. So decisions happen without you. Quality stays high and you stop living on call. So here's the pattern. The team asks, the founder approves, the business pauses until the founder responds. And you might notice that that's not that bad because each one of these feels small, but 50 small approvals a day become a life where your attention is never yours. This doesn't stop at work. It follows you home. Dinners get interrupted, bedtime gets distracted, and even when you're physically there, your brain is still waiting for the next ping. And that's why founders feel exhausted even when their calendar looks fine. The issue isn't the calendar, it's the decision load. Most founders call approvals leadership. They call it high standards. They even call it being responsible, but approvals create dependence. Every time you approve something in real time, you teach the company a rule. We can't move without you. That rule scales one thing extremely well: your stress. The goal is not to stop caring. The goal is to control without being controlled. And that only happens when decisions are safe without you because the rules are clear. Decision rights are simple. The answer, who decides what and under what rules, not tasks, decisions, because businesses don't run on tasks. They run on decisions. And if decisions live in your head, the business can't run without you. Almost every founder approval fails in one of three buckets: money, customer outcomes, brand, and risk. And founders hoard these decisions because the fear feels legitimate. And so we don't pretend that the fear is fake. We build guardrails and then we protect the outcomes without requiring you. So here's the ladder. Level 1, the team decides inside the guardrails. Level 2, an operator decides exceptions. And level 3, the founder only decides true risk. If you skip level 2, everything jumps to you. So if you don't have level 1 guardrails, everything feels like risk. This ladder is how you stop the pings without slowing the business down. Guardrails are the thresholds and the rules that make decisions safe. Level 1 is where freedom starts. The team decides inside the guardrails. Guardrails are thresholds and rules that make decisions safe. They remove guessing, they remove fear, and they remove the need to escalate everything to the founder. Money guardrails are the threshold. Under a certain amount, the owner decides. Over a certain amount, it escalates. This one change removes dozens of approvals per week because most approvals are small dollars that feel big emotionally, but they shouldn't require the founder's attention. Here are examples that you can steal. Refunds under a certain amount can be approved if specific conditions are true. Discounts up to a certain percentage can be used for specific lead types. Expenses under certain amounts don't require approval. Subscriptions under a certain amount can be canceled without asking. The exact numbers depend on your business, but the logic is the same. Convert ask me into follow the rule. Customer guardrails are triggers and policies. Most founders get pulled in because the rules are vague. Someone says the client's upset and suddenly it becomes your problem. Instead, define the triggers. Escalate only if cancellation is threatened. Escalate only if a chargeback is mentioned. Escalate only if there's real harm that can't wait. Everything else follows the playbook. Examples: a pre-approved make good menu for late delivery, a written scope change rule, change order required, escalation only for defined trigger phrases. This is how you prevent the founder from becoming the emotional support department. Brand and risk is where founders cling the hardest. So keep it clean, define what must be approved, legal issues, public claims, major partnerships, new offer promises, and then explicitly state everything else is pre-approved if it follows the rules. This removes the constant, can you just look this up loop. Level 2 is the operator layer. This person is the one who decides exceptions, so the business doesn't jump straight to you. If you don't have an operator yet, assign the function anyway, because if exceptions don't have a home, they found you and they will find you. Level 3 is you, but only for true risk, not discomfort, not uncertainty, true risk. If you stay available for everything, you're going to train dependence, and if you reserve yourself for true risk, then you will train true ownership. So this is where most founders sabotage the system. If your definition of emergency is vague, everything becomes urgent. So here's the clean definition: legal or safety risk, major cash or fraud risk, or customer harm that truly cannot wait. And that's it. Not someone's annoyed, or not we might miss an opportunity, not the team feels unsure. Tight emergency rules protect your life. Now, We fix communication, not random pings. If someone wants to escalate, they use a structured template. What happened? What have you tried? What decision do you need by when and why it matters? This forces thinking, and most of the time, when thinking shows up, escalation disappears. Now, if the team can bypass the ladder and go straight to the founder, the system fails. Every bypass becomes a rule to enforce because bypassing trains chaos, routing trains freedom. When somebody asks you anyway, you enforce the simple phrase, what do the guardrails say? And then you stop talking. And if you answer anyway, you train the business that the system is optional. The first week might feel awkward. People, they're still going to escalate out of habit and you'll feel tempted to rescue, and that's normal. You're installing a new operating system. Consistency is what makes it real. Now here's a 7-day install. Day 1, you're going to list your top 25 decisions. Day 2, you classify them as money, customer, or brand risk. Day 3, you're going to write thresholds for money. Day 4, you're going to write triggers for customer escalations. Day 5, you define what must be approved for brand risk. Day 6, you install the structured escalation template and response window. Day 7, enforce it and track every bypass. Then you tighten it weekly. The payoff is fewer pings, faster decisions, stable outcomes, and real presence at home. Not because you got tougher, but because decisions are finally in the system. So if you want the templates for decision rights, thresholds, the escalation ladder, and the installation plan inside the 3-step guide, go to buybacktimeformula.com/3 steps. You'll also see it here in the description below. In the next video, I'm going to give you the full 2-week vacation test blueprint, the complete system to run your business for 14 days without you. Revenue is going to be stable. Family gets to have you back. I'll see you there.